Hey there! In this video I will speak about something that I care about a lot. So when I had the YouTube attention and oh, you see Fred, he's doing oh yeah, I like your videos, and very nice, but the reason for me to chase all that was to feel connected and feel loved, right? And also be free, but there was a deeper level of freedom, okay? Rather than just being naked in public. I mean, I still have the video up and I'm like, yeah, legendary video. But that video is kind of a metaphor for what you truly want to be. You want to be naked and vulnerable and yourself, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So that was my journey from 2014. Then I started reading books about enlightenment, okay, to be free of the identification with the mind, liberate myself from suffering. The suffering that most people have, in the background, wanting to be somewhere else, waiting, resisting. I wanted to be free of all that. Yeah, big goal. Okay, so I went pretty extreme in, and I read a very extreme book called Jed McKenna's Spiritual Enlightenment, The Damnedest Thing. Provocative book, but very entertaining and really motivating.
Spiritual awakening is about discovering what's true. Anything that's not about getting to the truth must be discarded. Truth isn't an idea or a concept. It's not in libraries or in the words of sages. It doesn't come in a flash of insight or a peak experience. It's not a feeling of bliss or ecstasy. It's not in your heart or your mind. It's further.
And over the next 2 years, more reading, more meditating, exploring what's happening in the body, my experience, the way I'm seeing things. Emotions were also important. Feel them, right? To dare to feel them. And to not take the mind so seriously. Whatever the mind was saying about the emotions, I would just let it talk and not take it so seriously. Just feel the body. Feel the senses. The skin, the air, seeing, hearing. All our senses, smelling, touching. Meditation kind of became a lifestyle. So I read this book, right, Jed McKenna. And 2 years after that, I had this ayahuasca experience in Brazil, where I had my first real mystical experience. I think it at least sped up the process for me, because 40 days after that, July 9th, 2016, a little glitch happened here, fast, zip, and a part of me was gone.
My whole head, my whole mind cracked.
Thoughts became background, and in the foreground there was this vast peace now. I was surrounded by this peace. It was like I was walking around being this fixed thing, right, before this event. This fixed, solid thing. And then after this event, I just became air. I became kind of see-through. The self became transparent, at least vastly more transparent.
I feel like I'm invisible.
It was the most peaceful I've ever felt, but it didn't return to the way it was before. It kept staying that way. And today, 5 years later, still that way. And then I knew there was no way back. Now it completely took over my life, this quest here. And I remember thinking to myself, this is 100 times more meaningful and fulfilling than my life before this, which was also not bad. It was really cool. America, YouTube, soccer, it was a cool life, yet this was so much fuller. We should be in awe all the time, walking around in this world. It's truly a miracle. And it keeps filling up, There's perhaps no end to this. But I do believe that there's an end to the identification mechanism, since I hear so many reports about it. It's relatively rare, but it's often enough to at least raise an eyebrow that one can become awakened. Yeah, so these past years has been, me being more with myself, more introspective and meditating more, and meditation became really easy after that event. It was like I was being meditated instead of meditating, trying to meditate. I was being meditated. It was natural to sit. It was enjoyable to sit. I was sitting on benches in various cities around the world, having my challenges. I was working, letting go, seeing through my own BS. 2-3 years ago, when I was done with all the energy, there's still energy stuff going on, but mostly the first year or two. And then it's been more me letting life live itself instead of I'm trying to live life.
You're not just living, you are life.
And these 2 years where I found the book by Daniel Ingram called Mastering the Core Teachings of the Buddha. Amazing book. And that brought me into Vipassana, and Vipassana brought me into more serious investigation on this identification with the ego and with, Fred. Even the deep feeling of me is not me. It's moving around. Sometimes it's strong, the feeling, sometimes it's weak. And I'm looking at that feeling. So that feeling can't be me again. Well, what's looking at the feeling? And then I feel deeper sensation somewhere. Maybe it's deeper in the heart. But again, I look at that, and then that's also moving and changing. And it also, when I see it closely, I see that, obviously it's not me because I'm looking at it. Where is the me? Is it in the skull? Is it in the heart? Is it in the gut somewhere? Ask yourself, where is the you?
It is existence. Okay. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's in all things, all beings. It's everywhere. It's everything. In other words, you are everything. There's a lot of things existing. Okay, so the existence is there too. And when you recognize that, when you see yourself as existence, you will recognize existence in everything. And they talk about bliss and love states, unconditional love and so forth. And that's what's arising when you recognize yourself, meaning the existence everywhere, because there is existence everywhere.
Because this presence here that I'm talking about, it is actually empty of quality. It's actually it's silence, and it's emptiness, but not in a bad way, in a freeing way. It actually gives rise to more love and more connection. So when we get in touch with that presence, we also get in touch with their presence, the people who are around you, the world around, because the presence in them is just as empty as the presence in yourself. The list is endless of the benefits of that. You'll be more happy because you have a better relationship with life, you're more connected, right? You have less of that nagging mind telling you how stupid you are.
It's okay if you are nervous around people. It's okay if you're awkward. It's okay if you're a nerd. It's okay to be a jerk. It's okay to be too nice. It's okay that you're not feeling well. It's okay that you're angry. It's okay that you're showing your anger. It's okay that you're hiding your anger. Existential bliss, the whole existence field is bliss. Bliss all over this field of experience here. I'm happy. And it feels true to say that.
It's getting more interesting, more empty and freeing and loving and joyful. So, this is the greatest thing to pursue that I've found. This really knocks everything out of the park that I've previously searched for and wanted for in the past. I'll finish with a quote from Shinzen Young. He was asked because, about this enlightenment thing, is it really that good? Because the other teachers are not really talking about it. And it's kind of this taboo to talk about it because there's reasons for that, and there's pros and cons for not talking about it. But he said, if I was given a choice between being a rock star, athlete, sexual celebrity that the whole world loved for 20 more years, if I could live like that for 20 more years, or live one more day in the state that I am now, knowing what I know, it would be a no-brainer. I would pick the one more day in this state. It's that good. The joke really reveals itself when you realize that there's no more self in you than it is in the toilet you're sitting on right now. I know you're watching this from the toilet. Okay. Just flush. If you want more videos about this topic here, go to my extra channel right now. So I wish you a great day wherever you are, and looking forward to talk to you again. See you soon. Take care. If you want help with meditation or with the journey of healing and self-acceptance and seeing through the tricks that the mind is playing and the suffering that it's creating, then I'm doing coaching. So if you want one-on-one help with this stuff, then go to the link down in the description and complete a form there, and I will get back to you soon.